Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing this fine morning? We're in one of my handy dandy um, homemade uh, things here. Okay, hold on. All right, let's see. Just waiting for people to come on. I've got my cards ready. I got my sage going. Got everything all set. Got my water to drink over here, my water to cleanse over there. So, um, we are ready to roll. So I'm just waiting for people to pop on. I'm going to send a quick message out, let everybody know I'm on, and hopefully we'll get some reading goings here, some readings going on here in a minute. This is my first time doing this, so this ought to be interesting. I haven't done a whole lot of oracle card readings. I used to play around with oracle cards and tarot just on my own. And by play around with, I don't mean that they're toys. I mean I just used to do the readings for myself and for friends, and that was it. Yeah, they're not toys, but they are certainly interesting. So let's see. Okay, letting people know. Do do do. I see. All right. If you would like a reading, please pop in, say something. I'm going to be checking the chats. Let's see. I'm a little new to this whole thing, so checking everything. Please say hello so I know that you're here. Okay. I'm going to put something in the chat myself just so I can see how it pops up. So, all right. There we go. Okay, I see where it pops up now. All right, I'm like I said, totally new to this whole thing. But while we wait, I'm going to show you the cards. They come in a box like this, and the cards are really beautiful. See, like we have our Raven Goddess. We've got a lot of goddesses in this deck. Soma Goddess. But just look at the artwork. How cool is that, right? Eris. Amunet, all about deception. I love how they made Persephone. She's beautiful. If you guys don't know the story of Persephone, she is, she's in love with Hades. She was captured by him, ended up falling for him. It's a whole big Greek tragedy sort of thing. And then there's the Awakening. It's just so pretty. Sage Goddess. Me right now, burning my sage. Hey, what's going on, Kurt? Good to see you this morning. So, Kurt, would you like to be my first person? So I'm happy to do it. Happy to read for you. Let's shuffle just in case he says yes. Alright. They're kind of big, and my hands are a little small, so I have to really grip them. But they're so beautiful, and I love the energy on these cards. Here we go. Alright, so Kurt and I have been playing around with the idea of me giving him a reading in general, and I didn't expect for this to be his first reading with me, on here, but here we go. Let's do it. So I am doing just 3 rows, and as I read the cards, I will let you know. I'll show you the cards as I read. So the first one that we have here, she's so pretty. It's the Dryads. Okay, now this one is all about like decision making. So I don't know, Kurt, if you had anything in mind that you were thinking about, but hi Allison, I see you too. I just see you popped in. But it's all about like wisdom, and it's about grounding, and it's about making a choice. So it's a reminder that you need to get outside. Get outside, Kurt. And, that'll help you kind of clear your mind and make you come to a better decision. But yeah, get outside. The Nyx is the next one, and she's pretty too. This one's all about the mystery and the unknown. It said that those that worshipped her would do so at night in like complete darkness, so nobody could see them. But she's telling you to relax. So we got go outside to make your decision, to figure out your decisions, and relax. Breathe. And be man of mystery that you're meant to be, I suppose. The Snow Queen is next. So all of these cards, they're all women, just so you guys know. And the Snow Queen is about making it through difficult times. If you think about the winter, winter is coming. You think about all of the things that are harsh, like the snow, and there's not a whole lot of food available and that kind of stuff. And then you think about moving through that. Right? So that's what the Snow Queen is all about. She's like takes charge of the winter and gets through it. We have next. So it sounds like you've either had some rough times, or you are like going through rough times. But whatever it is, it sounds like you've got a decision to make. You've got to take some time to relax and chill, and get outside. But you'll make it through. You'll be all right, because the Snow Queen's tough. You'll definitely make it through. So next up is Tuatha Denanan. I can never pronounce that properly, and I feel terrible about that. And every time I get corrected, I say it properly like twice, and then it leaves my brain. So I apologize to anybody who's listening who does know how to pronounce this the proper way. I'm trying. And I will continue to try, and I will learn it, and I will get it. It's not the name, it's my abilities to speak, period. So this is about hidden forces and spirit guardians. She's all about magic. She perfected magic. They're Irish, and they perfected magic and made it a really deep part of them. It is a really deep part of them. So I'm saying trust in that. Trust in your spiritual compass. Know that whatever decision that you come to, You're going to be okay. Oh, this one's cool too. This one's real cool. Check this out. Sickness. Sickness is really neat. So this card is about release and surrender. So just, when you're taking your walks in the woods and you're taking a moment to breathe and getting through the tough stuff and trusting your gut, but just surrender to it. Surrender to your ability to just be. Like surrender to what's happening and to what your brain is telling you is going on. He said he gets all the cool cards. Yeah, you just wait until you see what this next one is. Oh my goodness. The Queen of Darkness herself. Actually, she's amazing. So this is Lilith. If you guys know who Lilith is, she was actually Adam's equal. In the story of Adam and Eve, it was actually Adam and Lilith first. And Lilith was wanted to be so self-empowered. She didn't want to be second to anybody. So the idea that she would have been second to Adam was like, no. She got kicked out of Eden for it. But she is all about self-actualization, about power. She is amazing. So trust yourself. Trust you. That's what it's telling you. Trust in your abilities. Yeah, she's something. Love Lilith. I know, being raised Christian, I'm not really supposed to, but I do. I think she's incredible. She's goddess of the underworld now, though. The dragon goddess. She's neat too. So the dragon goddess is next. So whatever this is telling you that you got, there we go. Isn't that cool? Cool card. So the dragon goddess is all about prosperity, acclaim, and fortune, and because dragons like to hide little bits of gold and what have you everywhere. That's the thing. So I see her Lilith. Hell yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Lilith too. Yeah, the lighting is all weird. Okay, but this is, it's all about fortune. So just, you have to stay open. So I feel like this card right here, this one, and this one kind of go together. So this one is telling you to relax into everything and to, what was the word? To trust. Okay, that things are going to be cool. And this one says, if you trust your instincts and if you trust what's if you trust what's happening and trust your surroundings, you are going to be just fine. It's fortune, money, love, all the things. And next to it, oh, this is my favorite bug ever. Dragonfly goddess. So the dragonfly is my favorite bug ever because dragonflies are kind of the badasses of the insect world. And they kill off ticks, they kill off mosquitoes. They're supposed to be messages from the other worlds, or messages from the great beyond, from your loved ones. But the dragonfly goddess, she's all about authenticity and all about truth. So she's all about having total empathy for other people, and having a curiosity, she's everywhere. She's trying to look at every flower, everything, everybody, and widening the perspective is required. So you need to, so what I'm getting from this reading so far is that you've got this decision to make. You've got to get outside. You've got to get curious. You've got to resign to the idea that, you know, you're going to be okay, because there's a lot of worry going on there. And you know, you've got good things coming to you. The last one, I'm playing with my sage over here, by the way. That's why I keep like, because it keeps tipping and the thing. Anyway, so I've got sisters and I've got a raspberry on my finger. That's interesting. Okay. Sisters of Harmony. So Sisters of Harmony, they're interesting too. They're all, like, all of these really go together, because it's, if you notice in this one, it's musical, right? It's an affinity, it's music, it's balance, it's they even have like musical instruments in there. They're playing music. It's all about working together, and figuring out, like, if you're going to be working together with somebody, or you're going to be in any kind of a relationship with someone, you've got to find that balance. You've got to be really balanced, and you've got to work it out so you mesh. Whether it be work, whether it be love. And I hope that this all makes sense. I'm going to sit with this for a moment and see, you know, if there's anything that you need, or any questions that you have. But I'm hoping that this answered whatever questions were brewing in your brain. Seems to be a pretty good reading. So, okay. Kurt, you still with me? I see Allison here. I'm going to see, maybe I'll do one for Allison. Allison, can you chime in and if you'd like one? If you'd like a reading, just give me a hello. I'm happy to do it. Looking at my chat. Good, Kurt. I'm glad that you liked the reading. I'm glad that you liked it. I'm glad that it was dead on. Good. I like hearing that too. I'm just checking my chat. You're welcome. I'm happy to do it for you anytime. And it ended up being more than 5 minutes, but whatever. It was quick. Okay. Yeah, these are tough for me a little bit, because again, I have to really grip the cards. I'm going to do one more. Allison, where'd you go? I think I'm going to do one for her anyway, because I know, and then she sees it later. Okay. Remember, if you're on, please say hello, so I know you're here. I'm totally going to do one for Allison, because I think that she's still on. I see 2 people watching. Let me see if I can. So, alright. I don't know if she's busy or what she's doing, but I'll do hers too. Why not? Okay. Oh. Some familiar faces in this deck. We've got the Dragon Goddess and the Snow Queen popped up again. Interesting. She got some really cool cards here. Alright. So the first one for Miss Allison, wherever she might be, is the Snake Charmer. How cool is that card, by the way? Super cool. So the Snake Charmer is all about obsession, okay, and it's all about fixation. So the situation has become really progressive, whatever it is, and it's cautioning that you're gonna have to like slowly sort of detangle from it and get away from whatever this situation is. My personal feeling about it is that it's something where somebody might be obsessed with you. That is my personal take on that. The next up, Dryads, another familiar card, and I promise you I've shuffled good. But the Dryads are all about their decisions. They're all about getting outside, taking a breath, taking a moment to decide what you need to decide. We already know all about that card because we just saw it. This one is called Her Secrets. Her Secrets. Isn't that a cool card too? So Her Secrets is basically just what you would think. It's about listening. It's about secrets. It's about being careful who you speak with about the stuff that's going on in your personal life. And it's about keeping yourself surrounded by good people and being grateful for the people that you can tell your secrets to and that you can trust. But whatever's going on, don't let it be too secret, because people do want to help, and the people that can help you need to know what's going on. So just take a breath, just make your decision and decide who it is that you can tell, and speak with people, but speak with people that you can trust. Cara Dwyn. She's something else too. She's the next one. So Cara Dwyn is all about ingenuity and resourcefulness. See, she's pretty. The whole cards, all these cards are gorgeous. So she's behind her cauldron. She's, stirring up spells in there. But she's, she's always creative and always, I see, Henny's page. I will gladly do one for you. I'm in the middle of doing one right now, Henny, but you're next. So for Cara Dwyn, it's, how do I explain this? So as the magic of her cauldron energizes you, it like, she goes into her cauldron whenever she needs inspiration. She goes and she's stirring the pot and she's getting inspired. So when you start to do your craft, whatever your craft is, you're going to get more and more and more and more inspired. It's going to be like a snowball effect with your inspiration. I feel like this is more about life choices at this point. That card is more about life choices and about like what direction you're going to be going in. Not just with love or with job per se, but it'll affect both. And this is, ta-da, Beltane Reunion. It's a cool card too, right? So after long dormant winter, we have Beltane. It's a celebration of spring, celebration of all things wonderful, all things coming, all things renewed. it's about reaching a whole new emotional level and emotional intimacy, both with yourself and maybe with somebody else. Um, just sort of looking at this card and really thinking about it. It's just true bliss. You know, getting to that point where you can really feel on such a deep level that your whole world changes. Um, but, you know, I do see hardship here because up next is our Snow Queen. And the Snow Queen is all about moving through the difficult stuff, but it's also about perseverance. It's about getting through that crap and getting to the other side and moving through and seeing how strong you are. And yeah, so that's that one. And we have the one that I always have trouble pronouncing, about the true magic of the soul, Tuatha Danann. It's just having the magic all the way down in your soul, and you're going through this huge transformation, Allison, and it's beautiful, and I see a lot of different stuff going on here. I see it's a lot of personal stuff happening here, but you're moving through it, and you're coming out the other side a much more spiritually connected person. And you got the Soma goddess, and she's a unique one too, and she's standing what looks like fans or mushrooms. I don't know. It's a cool looking card here, but it's all about being centered and wholeness, integrity, and it goes back to that whole thing of like moving through all the stuff and really discovering Allison, really discovering who you are. And last up, Fortune, Dragon Goddess. So, you know, like I told Kurt before, the Dragon Goddess is like the dragon collecting the little coins from every which place and collecting the fortune. So once you are beyond all this mental garbage that's going on in your head, and I'm being kind of, I don't mean to be unkind by saying garbage, but there's a lot of stuff happening in your brain. And once you get through that, once you move through that, you're gonna be fine. You've got some stuff going on, and I see Henny's waiting. I should have called this 10-minute readings because the last two ended up being 10 minutes. Sorry guys, sorry everybody. Misnomer, 5-minute readings. But Henny, you're next. I'm glad to do yours. I just gotta shuffle them up, which takes a second. But these are like the prettiest cards I've ever really worked with. They're gorgeous. And again, I'm, relatively new to reading oracle cards, especially these oracle cards. I've had them for a while, but I haven't done too much with them. Okay. Honey, if you've got a question, now is the time to think about it. Keep it in your mind. Okay. Doing 3 rows. And letting the cards, some people will say this row is for the past, this row is for the present, this one's for the future. I let the cards tell me what row they're in. Okay. All right. Oh, everybody's getting told to go back into nature. The Triads pops up. That's the last one, though. They popped up for the 3 readings. 3 times that card has popped up. I get the feeling that everybody just needs to get outside and make some decisions. Okay. So, your first card is air. And, you know, in this card, she's literally making healing potions. So this one is all about taking a moment and just breathing and recovering. But research before you start making like home remedies, or before you start some sort of a practice that you think is going to be healing for you. Do your research on it, because not every practice is good for every person. Hi Katika, and hello Natalie. I see you guys are popping in I see them on my thing here. But we also have the snake charmer. Okay, so we've seen this one before. We saw this one earlier in a different reading. And the snake charmer is about fixation. It's about obsession. And it's about disentangling yourself from either your own obsessive behavior or somebody else's. So with the remedy, I feel like this is really closely connected to the card before with the remedies. Really research. If I feel in my heart that you're in some sort of a bad situation, whether it be work, whether it be romantic, I'm not sure, but you need to slowly disentangle from that and find out what the best healing remedy for you is on that. Because again, it's not a one size fits all sort of a deal. These are heavy today, boy. The cards are talking today. Okay. Initiation. I love this card. This card is all about you and your inner strength, and about, taking the reins, girl. Take them. Take the reins. It's rituals, it's ceremony, it's rites, but it's about you having gained the skills. So after you figured out what remedies are going to work for you and what you need to disentangle from, do it. Do it. Figure it out. Like, work through it. You got this. Because the things that you're learning right now, those are the things that are going to be useful for you for success. So take the reins and go for it. We've got some Mystic Sisters over here. So this is interesting. This is all about psychic connections. Okay, the Mystic Sisters and shared visions. So you may have to work with your friends, work with your family, get connected here with them to make your dreams come true. It's kind of channeling their energy, I hope that this is all making sense for you, because I'm just sort of trying to fly through and keep to my 5 minutes. I'm having a really hard time keeping to the 5 minutes. But our next one is the Raven Goddess, and so I don't know if you guys know anything about ravens, but they're supposed to be very connected to the other world, to the the world beyond. So The Raven Goddess is all about messages and omens. It's about connecting with nature, and the, it's about increasing your ability um, to just pick up on symbols from the great beyond. Like some people believe in, if you find a feather, it's a message from the angels. Or if, a butterfly comes and lands on you, depending on what type of butterfly it is, it could be a message from, somebody that passed away that you know. Like yellow butterflies are supposed to signify that it's somebody who was taken from Earth too soon, but that was in your life and who you loved, and they, come and land on you. I knew a little boy whose sister was stillborn, and after that, he had yellow butterflies all around him all the time for like a year, every time we went out on the playground. So it's stuff like that happens, that you have to just keep your eyes open for. Awakening. So the awakening is your next one. And the awakening is really what it sounds like. Opening your eyes, new beginnings, dawn, so this whole thing has been a lot of change for you, and that we've got, a lot of change, a lot of awakening, a lot of eye-opening, a lot of connection, a lot of stuff that's indicating that you have a really spiritual path ahead of you. So, Kritika, I'm still on Henny's right now, but I will gladly get to yours next. Give me just a moment. Before this, I was doing Allison's, and Allison popped off. She left, but so for your next card, Henny, we have the Nyx, which is really cool. So Nyx is mystery, and it's all about, I'm trying to get the words in my, to say what I'm feeling at the moment. But it's a total shroud of mystery. It's like people who worship at night, people who are very, very spiritual. But so I see Rose mentioned a cardinal. Yes, cardinal is another symbol. Thank you, Rose. But it's a goddess of night, and so she's telling you to chill out, relax, and just sort of go with the flow, but also at night, take a moment and breathe. Just take a moment and really breathe in it, and whatever you have going on there, you're just gonna be fine. You are absolutely gonna be fine. Yeah. She's pretty too. Check that out. It's all about the psychic vision. So like I said, all of this is all about your spiritual path. It's making connections with people, but the right people. It's going with your intuition. It's taking the reins, going for it, but it's all about your spirituality. I mean, even the dryads. Okay, so the dryads are all about getting yourself outside, connect with nature. Do it. It'll help you decide which direction that you need to go in. And so just do it. get out there. Henny, I hope that this helped. I see a yes, yes, yes. Good. Good. Um, all right. So that's all for you, Henny. I'm gonna clean them up. Clean up my cards. Kritika, I hope that I'm saying your name the right way. I'm gonna have you next. I see little hearts floating by. You're welcome. You're so welcome, honey. I hope I'm saying your name properly too. Please correct me if ever I mispronounce your name. I am not shy about being corrected. I promise you I will not take it personally. I know that I am human and I make mistakes. So, Rose, after Kritika, I got you, girl. No worries. I had a line here. This is kind of fun. And again, I'm so new to doing these cards. So if I pause or take a moment, I apologize. These are really new to me. And I am learning them. I'm feeling them out. So, okay. Let's see. I love these cards, though. They're just so pretty. All right. 3 rows here. Okay. Wow, some of these things just keep on popping up. And I promise you I'm shuffling well. Okay. So. Alright. So, Kritika. Let's see. Oh, I need water. Okay, that was coffee. I need water. My giant water bottle. It's great, right? Okay. A lot of talking today. Ooh. Nothing like starting out with a warrior goddess. Artemis. Oh, she is something. I swear that's where they got the idea for brave from. But she is hunting, seeking, and perfect aim. Spot on. She represents expertise, knowing when to wait. So, like, if you've ever been hunting, or you know someone who's a hunter, one of the things that they are experts at is tracking. The other thing is waiting for that perfect moment, waiting for that perfect shot, and then going for it. I caution you to wait, but I also caution you not to wait too long. Because that perfect shot, that perfect moment can pass you by just like that. Ask any hunter who's ever missed a deer because they waited too long and that deer ran off. Okay? Next up, our beautiful snake charmer. Again, this is with obsession, it's with fixation, it's with detangling. I feel like there's a lot of that going on this year with a lot of people. A lot of things are just all kind of clustered up in our brains, and we have to pull away from it. So we've got our hunter, we've got detangling, going slowly to detangle. Tuatha D. Danan. This has come up in a few readings so far today. It's your inner magic. Being at one with that. With feeling your own power, your own magic. And I feel like once you detangle, you'll figure out what that is. You'll feel it. You'll feel it in your soul. You'll feel that magic. You'll feel that intuition, that um, that peace that knowing who you are can bring you. And so it's meant to, that magic is meant to be your guide. That inner magic is meant to be your personal compass, so to speak. So, and up next we have her secrets. Okay, this has come up for us today too. And her secrets is just about knowing who to confide in, but being able to confide in someone, and trusting them, and trusting, what they have to say, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, but being careful who you're vulnerable in front of. Makes sense? And we've got Beltane. And so, you'll notice that sometimes these cards will pop up in different readings at different spots, and I may have a slightly different interpretation for that card, but it's because of where the card is in the reading, and it's because of the feeling that I'm getting about the reading as a whole. So, the Beltane reunion right here, all about renewal, all about, we know Beltane comes after the winter time. It's all about renewal. It's all about spring. It's all about connections and getting together and enjoying all the brand new life, right? But it's also about reaching a whole new level of emotional intimacy. So again, you're on this journey. Like, you are clearly on a journey. You're waiting for the perfect moment to make a change, but don't wait too long. And you've got, I'm just going over this whole reading, and the feel of all of the cards on the table here. We've got like Caradwyn, which we know is all about using her cauldron, using her gifts to create more life, to create more intuition, more what's the word I'm looking for? More energy, more, it's just, she's a creator, and so are you. But I'm trying to think of how she fits, because we've got the waiting, we've got untangling, we've got the magic within, trusting the magic within. I think it connects very deeply with this card. I think these two connect very deeply, because this one is all about your inner magic, your inner compass, your intuition, moving in that direction. And this one is all about creating more energy, creating more life behind what you're doing. So it's really kind of emphasizing that point, like move towards that. Whatever your inner compass is telling you, move towards it. Like, disentangle from all the garbage that's going on around you or in your mind, and go towards what your heart is really telling you to do. We've got Hecate. Now this is an interesting card too, because it's about crossroads, okay, and making decisions. I feel like this is a theme throughout this, isn't it? It's hi Inez, I see you. How are you? This is popping up. It's easier for some reason to see the messages come up on my phone. So you see me look down a lot. My phone's down here. But so Hecate is the crossroads. It's a turning point. It's about faith. Okay, so again, we're going back to that other card of using your inner compass. You know where you need to go. You know what you need to do, where you need to go. But as you're going, be sure that you are taking an honest self-assessment of yourself. You know, you're looking at yourself. That was really redundant. Sorry. My bad. But it's doing an honest self-assessment. That's what the Gypsy Queen is all about. Look at you. Am I really good at what I say I'm good at? Do I really want to be in this business? Do I really want to do X, Y, or Z? You know, like, do the honest self-assessment as you're making your decisions here, as you are looking at everything, and you are on your path to really true enlightenment and following your heart. Be sure before you do that you really know what your heart is saying. And your last card here is the Dragonfly Goddess. The dragonfly, again, my favorite bug in the whole wide world, because it is the badass of the of all the bugs, of all the insects. Dragonflies are known for killing all sorts of ticks. They eat mosquitoes. They're amazing. They are also thought to be messengers from the other world. They're messengers from family members, ancestors, that sort of thing. So the Dragonfly Goddess is all about authenticity. She's all about honesty. She's all about empathy and widening your perspective. Because think about it. What does a dragonfly do all day? They fly from place to place to place to place to place. They are checking everything out, right? So that's her. She's checking everything out. Looking at everything. Seeing all the stuff. Widening her perspective. I really hope, Kritika, that this has helped you, and you were asking if there's anything new coming into your life next month. According to this, there's a lot of inner growth coming up, but there's also going to be a lot of, definitely a lot of inner growth. And if you follow that, if you follow your heart, then you're going to come into some good stuff. It looks like a lot of really deep, heartfelt connections. But you have to start here first. I hope that that's helpful. And you're welcome. All right. And let's see. Rose is next. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to expand my time a little bit because it's already almost 11. But we're going to expand time a little. Inez, if you would like one, I'll do yours. Okay. I'm not sure who this Ifeyemi person is. So, I'm just having kind of fun with these, enjoying my cards, learning my new cards. So, I mean, they're new-ish. I've had them for a little while, but anyway. this person, um, this person needs to get off of my page. Yeah. Okay. So, because they're trying to, I don't know who they are. So if you got messaged by Ifeyemi, Suan, or whoever that is, I don't know them. I don't recommend them. I have no connection with them. So I've blocked them on my page. Because it looks to me like they are maybe not so great. My intuition tells me they're not so awesome. So I'm going with that. Rose is up next. I hope you're still here, Rose. So Rose. Ooh. Okay. Oh, good. Some cards we haven't seen yet. Woohoo! Some we certainly have. So in doing this today, we've seen, some repeats of different cards. Like this one. Okay, Caradwin. We like her. She's making her potions, and she's really connected with her cauldron. And so her cauldron basically is, when she's working and she's being creative with her cauldron, she's putting, new things in. She's actually building up her energy. She's building up her creativity. She's building up her intuition. She's building it all up. It's about being resourceful. So if you have ingenuity and you are a little creative, you're going to bring to fruition whatever it is that you're trying to obtain. So that's her. But you got Aphrodite. Hey. Goddess of love. Aphrodite is your next one. I like Aphrodite. I feel like sometimes she's misunderstood a little bit. Like, she's pretty powerful in a lot of ways. What drawing this card is telling you. So in drawing it, it's telling me about you that you need to open your heart. And forgive, but don't forget. So, because if you can forgive, it's the idea that if you can forgive, you have more room in your heart to love. So, but it's not a blind forgiveness. It's not like you just forgive and you forget everything that happened. You forgive, but you don't forget. And we've got our Red Queen. Okay, she's next, and just sort of trying to get a feel for this card. I haven't come across this card very often. But this card is all about, when you see the color red is often a color for ambition. It's often a color for a power color. So the Red Queen, it's also a color for like stop, for caution. So it's, it's telling you, I feel, to be cautious, to take care of yourself, certainly, because red is also the color of blood, so it's the color, a life color. So it's telling you to take care of yourself. It's telling you to be cautious, but it's also telling you that the things that you want to achieve, they're attainable. They are attainable. Um, you have that power, but just tread lightly, go cautiously, but keep moving forward. Um, and again, oh, our friend, the Beltane reunion. Hey, all about spring renewal, all about really in depth um, energy changes, energy shifts, moving towards something good, moving towards something deeper, something more meaningful. Really, really soulful. Um, so, Rose, I hope that this is connecting with you. Um, so I'm gonna do just roses and then Inez and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. But Punet, I see your message, and I can draw a very short thing for you, just because it looks like you want to check out career. I'm kind of letting my cards do what they want, and if you have a question, you know, ask your question. But they do what they want. They're very much like me. I'll do what I want. Um, but we've got the coven, okay, and the coven. If you know anything about it, covens or witches, it's the gathering of like-minded people. The gathering of a coven is all about the gathering of like-minded people for rituals or for togetherness. It's twice or three times as powerful as doing anything on your own. So the coven so this card is advising you to come together, to find somebody to find like-minded people and work together. Work together for whatever the goals are. And I'm not sure, Rose, if you're talking about um if you're talking about work life or love or whatever it is, but it's whatever your goals are, you've got to be working together with other people, because I'm seeing this card next, the Sisters of Harmony, and that is all about, look at that, they're playing music together, and music is all about harmony. It's all about working together. It's all about flowing together, and you need more than just you to do it. So you're going to be the start, but you need other people with you. You're going to need help. I hope that this is making sense for you, Rose. I really do. We got the Charms of Ishtar next. This is another one that hasn't popped up for me too many times. So I have to think about this one for a moment and really feel it out. So, I mean, if you look at the card itself, it's kind of indulgent, isn't it? It's kind of coveting, wanting what you can't have. So I feel like it's kind of a warning. I feel like this one is warning you to not get distracted, to stay on your path, because there are going to be things that are going to pop up that you might want, that you might like, that are a little overindulgent, whatever it is. Something, something that you see that catches your eyeballs. Well, good looking dude, never know. But it's but stay the path, okay? Because we've got the Snow Queen next, and she is all about, like, moving through the tough stuff. Whatever you're going through right now, it's going to pass. You're going to get to the other side of it. She's the Snow Queen. Winter ends. If you can get through, you're going to be amazing. But she's confident, she's strong, the Snow Queen. So just stay your path, okay? That's what those two cards are for. Because the Snow Queen, if the Snow Queen goes off of her path and starts, doing things that are going to, like eating all her stores of food in the middle of January, she's not going to have anything come February, March when she still needs it, because she went through it. So it's about pacing yourself. It's about doing what you need to do and not getting distracted. And last but not least is our Soma Goddess. And she's pretty. She's pretty too. So the Soma Goddess is about staying centered. It's this one I've only come across maybe once. And it was today. So give me a second with this one. It's about being you, wholly, fully yourself, and not being afraid to be wholly, fully yourself. So, and when you are, all the things that you're wanting, they're going to come to, all the things that you need are going to come to fruition. All the things that you are, all the stuff that you need and that you are hoping for, and that is really the core of you, is going to come out, and you're going to be okay. You're going to be good. This is a good reading. All right, and then, okay, Inez. So, okay, this is going to be fun. Rose, I really hope that helped. I really hope that it answered whatever questions you had. I'm just, when I read, again, sometimes a card will pop up in one reading and it'll be in a different place than in another reading, or it'll be, and I just go with the flow of whatever the whole reading feels like. So, all right, I'm shuffling for you, Inez. It takes me a second to get a really good shuffle because my hands are little. But these cards are so pretty, and I love the feel of them. I love the energy on them. So, okay. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Rose. I see you. Oh, thirsty. Like I said, talking so much. I hope to be able to do this with you guys more often. I'm thinking about doing this with meditation sessions also sometimes, because I feel like it could be just a really peaceful way to start the day on a Sunday morning, All right. Woo. Okay. How interesting. The last one of the last cards in our last reading is one of the first ones for this one. Our Snow Queen. She's shown up a lot today. I feel like that's kind of the 2020 thing, isn't it? Moving through all the garbage and getting through to the other side. But the Snow Queen, she's really powerful. Like, I'm feeling from this reading right here that we have a lot of power in this reading. But this one starts off with moving through the tough times. And we've got Persephone, Hades, Hades' love. But it's interesting though, like the story here is so messed up because she was abducted by Hades and then ends up falling in love with him and then becomes like obsessed with him. It's really, quite a story. But her thing is faith, actually, and adjusting to your circumstances, and resilience. So she's one of those that's going to persevere. So, and she also says, like, you got to trust that you have the resources that you need. Because one of the things that she does when she's brought down to the underworld is she starts using her own resources. Then falls in love with Hades. It's all bizarre, but you have to allow yourself access to those resources. You just do, and sometimes I feel like that's hard to do, because sometimes I feel like the feeling I'm getting off of this whole reading here, all the cards in front of me, is that you don't often trust that you have the resources to do what you want to do. But this card is telling you that you need to trust that. And then we've got Hecate, which is all about, there we go, which is all about a crossroads. It's making a decision. So it's having faith in yourself. Just knowing, you've got the Snow Queen, so you've got the strength. You know that you can get through the hard stuff. You've got Persephone. Again, you know that you can get through the hard stuff, but you have to trust that you have the resources. And Hecate is telling you, make your decision, because you have what you need. You have to have faith in that you have what you need. And initiation is the same thing. Initiation is the next one up, and I'll show you. I'll show you her. This is initiation. Okay, it's rituals, ceremonies, rites, and all that, but it's really all about like taking the reins. It's time to take the skills that you have and move forward. I feel like this is hi Mary. I feel like this is all about, I see Mary Taglianetti just popped on. This is all about just, I got distracted for a second. Trusting yourself, okay? You have what you need. You have what you need. You have the resources. You have to have faith in yourself and trust. And this next one is Sisterhood of the Silk Road. And I need to sit with this one for a second because I don't really know this one very well. Sisterhood of the Silk Road. So the fact that it's got road right there in the title tells me, makes me feel that this is kind of about traveling. It's about expansion, mind expansion, wanderlust. It's about moving, maybe moving. Ooh, maybe moving. Okay. Uh, keeping bonds, I feel, because it's sisterhood, so it's about bonding and about friendships and family. So it's just about, as you're moving forward, don't forget the people who are behind, who have helped you along the way. But if there is a move in your future, trust that you can do it. Whether it's switching jobs, or whether it's an actual move, or yeah, I feel like it's one of those too. I just get the feeling that you are on the precipice of something really big. Um, and let's see, here, we've seen her before. It's about healing, and it's telling me that you're on a good path. Whatever you're healing from, you're gonna be okay. Just be sure again that you research your remedies before, because it's not a one size fits all. But I feel like with all the other cards that are down here that you've done that, and now you've got to take the reins and use your knowledge to help yourself heal and to help yourself move into a better situation. We got our witch's brew. A witch's brew. So, their witch's brew card. It's very pretty. It's got a lot of green. Okay, and green is the color of your heart chakra. So your heart chakra is, right here. It's all about your emotion. It's all about your energy. And this, with all the green and all the life that's in it coming up that one side, and the smoke that's billowing out of the cauldron, my feeling is, again, that this is a healing. It's all about healing. And it's cultivating healing. It's making your brew, making your taking time to learn what's going to help you, taking time to maybe go back to school. I'm just studying this card because it's got all the different, she's got her hair and her dress, and they're all different colors of the rainbow, and it's all different, chakra points. And when that happens, it's often, a lot of times, it's about both healing but also about learning. So pulling that, just the way that it flows, that's the feeling for me. And being a witch's brew, you have to study in order to make any kind of anything, right? So you have to, whatever your recipe is, you have to know your recipe before you make it. So that, I feel like that's a huge part of it too. And then we go back to our good buddy, Caradwin. And we know that she's all about intuition, and we know that she's all about creativity. We know that she is all about boosting up that energy, right? And she's just, so this is really You've got a big move ahead of you. That's you're learning. You've got your resources. You got to take the reins. But you've got a big move ahead of you. And just do it. Relax into it. That's what Nyx is all about, right? So she's goddess of darkness, but not the underworld. Like literal darkness. Like night. And just... It's all about, for her, it's all about relaxation. It's all about relaxing into your decision. And I hope that this helps, Inez. Got good things ahead of you, but you gotta trust yourself. Really, just trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust your skills. You got this. Trust yourself. I like that that thought. Do you have... Please let me know if you have any questions, Inez, or if there's anything here that doesn't make sense. If you do have a move ahead of you, Inez, go for it. Think it through. Make sure you got your ducks in a row, but go for it. I'm so glad it makes sense. I'm reading the comments. I'm like looking down. I'm constantly checking to see if there are any more comments. All right, so my last one for today, I'm just going to do a very quick one for Lynette here. And please let me know if I'm mispronouncing somebody's name. I am not shy. I am... I want to be corrected if I ever mispronounce somebody's name. Please tell me, because it's embarrassing when years have gone by and you've been calling somebody the wrong name the whole time. All right, so she's got some career questions here, or he. I apologize. Hunette has some career questions. Okay. So this quick one, we're just going to do 3 for this one. We know what this one is. It's the magic deep within. Tuatha Dinan. Speaking of mispronouncing stuff. So that's all about the magic within and trusting, your own self, trusting your heart, trusting your inner magic, if you will. So looks like the Mystic Sisters are here, so that's all about collaboration. Okay, working together. It's about channeling the energy of someone that you know and love to make things work, or actually working with said person. So it looks like, you're looking for career questions. It looks like you're going to have to be working together with people. Yeah, working together. Certainly working together with people. Urania. I don't see her very often. But she's... I just want to take a second with this one. Because the fact that I'm looking at the card itself, and I'm getting a feel for the card itself. And you see how there are books, and there's an owl, and there's a cauldron there. These are all signs of knowledge. These are all signs of intelligence, of philosophizing, of, gaining an education. Um, so I feel like what these cards are telling me is that you really need, for your career to really blossom, what you need to do is you need to follow your intuition, follow your gut feelings about things, work collaboratively with someone that is close to you but has a slightly different mindset. They're close, they have a similar vision as you, but they might have a different way of getting there. And then the third part is really knowing your craft, really knowing your skills, really knowing your whatchamacallit, your job, and having a plan, having everything sort of detailed, but having that plan also be a little flexible. That's what this is about. I feel like there is some change happening, but if you really want it, those are the things you have to do. Have to work together collaboratively, and yeah, you have to trust your instincts, and you have to get really educated on what it is that you're trying to do. I hope this helps. I have had so much fun doing this with you guys today. I am going to be doing more of this and more meditations. I'll be doing meditations live every so often, once every couple of weeks. But I feel like this might be a weekly thing, because God, that was fun. It doesn't have too much to do with Holly Be Healing as of yet. It's not something I charge for as of yet, because it is something that is so new for me. But I enjoy it. I've always enjoyed, reading people's energy, and that's kind of what I do anyway, naturally. So to do it through the cards and have an extra little tool there, it's helpful. All right, everybody. I hope that you have a wonderful day. And again, I hope that this has helped for those who got a reading today. All right. Bye now.